Okay. Testing is a process in which the defects are identified. Okay. So while doing testing, what we are going to be found or find. So generally, while testing the process, testing is a process. It's not a like one activity. It is a like process, and in which we'll first identify the defect. So when can I
Okay.
say when can I say defect? So as I told you that without requirement there is no testing. Sometime,
Okay.
yeah, sometime we'll do that by taking the KTs of development team, so we can do that. But
Mhm.
most of the time they will provide some piece of document, some
Okay.
piece of document that is called requirement document, and
Mhm.
in that requirement document, what it tell us like what is the exact functionality, what is the functionality for the particular page or login or something. Suppose if we take a login page, so how the behavior should be uh, should be defined in the login page. So
Mhm.
once it is designed and it can come to the testing team, so before that
Mhm.
we'll go through the requirement, we'll understand how it has been should work. So depends upon
Mhm.
that we'll test the manual testing. Okay, we'll test the testing. So while testing, we'll check that whether it is properly working as per the requirement. Okay, whether
Okay.
it is working as per the requirement. So if it is not working as per the requirement, then we'll say defect.
Okay.
Okay, so the
Mm.
shortcut word is a deviation from the requirement.
Okay.
Okay, deviation from the requirement, but that means which I was which is defined in the requirement, it is not working as like,
Okay.
but it should work like that only, then only we can tell that there is no issue for the login screen.
Mhm.
Okay, so that's the
Okay.
reason testing is a process in which the defects
Mhm.
are identified.
Okay.
Okay, and
Mm.
isolated.
Mhm.
Okay, isolated and subjected for rectification and ensured the product is defect,
Defective.
yeah, defect free in order to produce a quality product.
Mhm.
Customer satisfaction. Yeah. Yeah. So here, what is like isolation? Okay. As I told you, up to here you got idea.
Mhm.
So what is the isolated? Isolated is nothing but how you are going to be uh, define the bug. So that
Okay.
means defect profiling. Okay.
Mhm.
Defect
Mhm.
profiling means so as we tested, okay, as you tested and you found that there is a defect because it is deviating from the requirement. Okay, it is deviating from the requirement, then you have identified, then
Mhm.
you need to inform to the development team, or yeah, we need to inform the development team who has worked on this modular modular
Okay.
feature.
Mhm.
So we need to tell them, we'll write a defect. Okay, so
Mhm.
some how where it is appearing and how it is like deviating.
Okay.
Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
then what we'll do is we'll provide the entire detail of the defect. It's like a defect summary, defect description, what are the steps are going to be performed while bug is appearing, and what is the
Mm-hmm.
expected result and what is the actual result we are observing, and
Mm-hmm.
we'll make a screenshots or any other supporting document or requirement document, and which will be sent to the development. It can be like various tools like Jira, bug tracker. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is isolating and subjected for the rectification. Subjected for the rectification. So why we are isolating? So they has to work on this defect, and they will rectify the defect. Okay, and
Mm-hmm.
so by that this process, once this process is done perfectly, and we can say the product is defect free.
Mm-hmm.
That means producer like this product has like a good quality because there is a no defects. So
Okay.
it is not a single shot, it is a process. That's the reason. Testing is a process in which we'll identify the defects, isolated defect, and subjected for rectifications, and we'll make sure that this product is like a defective product, and quality should be like uh, yeah, quality product in the end, and hence the customer is satisfaction. Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So any question up to here that testing?
Oh, nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And before going to that, we need to like two things we need to represent here.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Project. What is a project? Any idea? What is a project? And one more thing, what is a product? Okay. Project is something. Just a second. Yeah. Project is something that is developed particular customer requirement.
Okay.
Requirements. Yeah, sorry. Requirements and for his usage. So project is nothing but like it is a specific to user, and he has no the complete requirement. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
One time he has a complete requirement. Based on the requirement, the project is defined or developed. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And there is one more keyword like product. So most of the people will confuse these two keywords, project and product. Product
Okay.
is something that is developed based on the company specification, and it can
Mm-hmm.
be multiple customer.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Product is something. Product is that is developed, no? Sorry, based on companies. Yeah. So here the difference will come to know here. So as I told you, the project is something is developed for
Mm-hmm.
particular customers requirement, and
Okay.
he will only use. That means few people will use. But
Mm-hmm.
product is suppose there is a product. So product is like a company specification. What exactly meaning is like few companies will develop some specific requirement, generic requirement. Suppose there
Mm-hmm.
is a healthcare side. Suppose we have a uh, mm, yeah doctor appointments. So doctor
Mm-hmm.
appointments and next visit and revisit. So we have like many phases. So
Okay.
they will build a generic healthcare system, and depends on the doctor to doctor, practice to practice, they will customize.
Mm-hmm.
So this product can be used multiple doctors and multiple practice hospitals. Based on the hospital, a few changes is required, like mm, uh, based on their policies. Okay.
Okay.
So based on
Mm-hmm.
their requirement, based on their policy, government policies, so they may customize. Suppose in India and US, the healthcare system very very huge change. So in US it is very restrictive, and it is making like insurance compulsory, something like that.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
but in India there is no nothing like that. So
Mm-hmm.
suppose one company has like a knowledge on healthcare domain, so they are building a product and which can be uh, customized for the country to country, because there is a own policies are running in the countries.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And yeah, coming to the project is like a, suppose it is only specific to one organization. It
Mm-hmm.
can be a product, but it can be a product, but most of the time specific to few customers only, based on the customer
Okay.
requirement. Here,
Mm-hmm.
the company will start the healthcare product, which can be used a generic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. For this,
Okay.
yeah, here we can use multiple customers.
Mm-hmm.
So, and a few keywords I will tell you. What is a defect? Defect. Defect is like defect is defined deviation from the requirement.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so as I told you
Mm-hmm.
this one, so whenever like we are testing a project or product, so we'll follow the requirement and test cases. So just I'll give simple idea here. So first we'll get the requirement. Okay, requirement. So after getting the requirement, what is our next step? Suppose just now I'll tell you like a brief uh, in like a brief view of the testing. Okay, so
Okay.
it is not a specific model, generic stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So whenever we got a requirement, what is our step? So
Mm-hmm.
generally, once we get a requirement, okay, so we'll
Okay.
go through the requirement. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
we'll go through the
Mm-hmm.
requirement and start understanding the requirement.
Okay.
Okay, so because like agile or any model, though initially they will give some requirement document. If it is not fulfill also they will provide, and based on the queries they can update based on our
Mm-hmm.
understandability, or we have any queries. Suppose we gone through the requirement, but we must we have some doubts.
Okay.
So we'll collect the doubts, like we'll make a note of the doubt, and it can be like model to model. We'll shoot a email, or we'll take a call on the requirement document.
Mhm.
So the requirement discussion, something they will say that. Okay.
Okay. Mhm.
So that clarification, or noted down the requirement, is nothing but a clarification note, requirement clarification note.
Mhm.
In the requirement clarification note, we'll have what are the doubts in the requirement.
Mhm.
So this document, requirement clarification document, will send to the requirement, who authorized the requirement, or who made this requirement, business analyst, or test development, or any other guy. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So after requirement clarification is done, so that means we are comfortable, and we have understand the particular requirement A and B. Okay.
Mhm. Mhm.
So once we understand the requirement, what is a manual tester does? Okay. Generally, we'll apply the we'll design the test cases.
Mhm.
Test cases. So based on the requirement, we'll design the test cases, and while writing the test cases, we'll make a prepare the test data. Okay.
Mhm.
Test data will prepare, test cases will prepare, and we have like test template, test document template is there. So based on that, company to company it can be vary, but generic template is there. So I'll tell you that generic template, what are the steps we need to follow to design a test case.
Mhm.
So after designing the test cases, okay, after design the test cases, and internal review will be there. The test case
Okay.
review will be there. Like
Mhm.
it can be peer review, or it can be like team lead review will be there. So what a
Okay.
review does is like you have derived the test cases, all the testable conditions,
Mhm.
okay, based on the requirement only. So once it is like done, and meanwhile like we got a build, so that means the dev team will release a particular feature, the particular release. Okay. So once we get the release, so what we'll do is like we'll execute the test cases.
Okay.
So we'll execute the test cases,
Mhm.
and in the during the process, like if at all any uh, defects are found, okay, if at all any defects are found while testing, and we'll list out that defects, and as a defect profile, as I told you, the summary, description,
Mhm.
steps of the steps to reproduce a particular defect, and actual result and expected result.
Mhm.
So we'll make a we'll post the defect to the requirement team. Sorry,
Mhm.
we'll post the bug to development team. So then development team, like we have other process, but I'm not explaining. So
Mhm.
it has assigned to the particular user, and he has rectified the defect. That means
Okay.
in the next life cycle, or in the next build, that
Mhm.
bug is fixed. Okay, the bug will
Mhm.
fixed. So once the next release is released, okay, next build is released, again what we'll do, again we'll re-execute the test cases.
Test
First
case.
we'll find,
Mhm.
first we'll retest the particular defect. Okay.
Okay.
First
Okay.
first we'll retest the fixed defect in the second second cycle, and second testing law. So we'll retest the fixed defect.
Excellent. Okay.
Yeah, fixed one. So and we come to know the defects is working fine. Okay, the defect has been fixed. So
Mhm.
after applying that, so that means this testing is called. So whether the defect is working fine or not, with multiple sets of data. So defect is
Mhm.
working fine. Again, what we'll do, we'll apply some more inputs.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
Suppose if there is a login screen is there. So login screen, the defect has been posted like this. So username, password. Click on submit button. So without
Mhm.
register user also, it is able to log in. That is our bug
Oh,
send it to the
okay.
dev team. So second,
Okay.
yeah, the developer has been fixed, and we are retesting that. And what we'll do, first we'll authorized user will log in. Okay, it is working fine. And without authorizing user, and means out of the application user. So that time it will say the message. Okay.
Okay.
This is not a particular, this particular user is not authorized.
Mm-hmm.
So it is like once we done, so we have other users in an application like admin, client, media user, something like that. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we'll test all the other inputs, other in test data. So same functionality, but multiple sets of data, multiple inputs will be like apply for the test cases.
Mm-hmm.
So that is nothing but a retesting. So
Mm-hmm.
retesting is nothing but a same, yeah, same feature will tested with the different inputs.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
once a cycle, this cycle will be repeated. Next again you will find the bug and send to the dev team, and again the dev team will be fixed, and again we will retest. So this can be like phases. So waterfall
Mm-hmm.
model will follow some testing phases, and iterative model will follow some different way, and agile also will follow the different way. But generic testing flow will be like this only. We'll get a requirement, understand
Mm-hmm.
the requirement. Okay, if any, we'll go through the requirement, we'll understand the requirement. If any clarification, we'll note that down and take a call to the corresponding person for
Mm-hmm.
clarifying the requirement. So once the requirement clarification is done, we'll start designing the test cases
Mm-hmm.
based on the test development technique, or based on that conditional of application. So
Mm-hmm.
once it is done, we'll make a review for this document,
Mm-hmm.
and once the review is done, and if the build is available, the fresh build or new build is available, we'll start executing the test cases.
Mm-hmm.
So while doing the testing, if we found any deviation from the requirement or test cases, we'll make a defect profile and we'll send to the development team.
Mm-hmm.
So again, they will work on that and they will fix our defect, and it send back to again next. It will be in the next release or next build. Again, we'll do the retesting. So again,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, second time we got a second bug or some few other bugs, and again we retesting is done. So after the retesting, so we did not found any issues. We did not
Mm-hmm.
found any issues. Then we'll make a regression testing.
Mm-hmm.
So why regression testing is like, suppose um, we have running on 1.0 release, and that means that releases has been done previously, and in 1 point release, 1.2, 1.1 release is there. So there is
Mm-hmm.
some new requirement is added,
Mm-hmm.
and we have done all the steps like requirement understanding, writing the test cases, and review the test cases, and start first build is done, second build, and we found the defects and it get bit resolved. All the defects
Mm-hmm.
are resolved. Now we'll retest that previously function, previous functionality is working properly. There is no breakdowns on the previous functionality. So we'll check that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We'll
Mm-hmm.
check that current feature, current testing will done. After that, so by introducing the new feature, existing feature should not be broke. Okay, broken or work, whether we'll check the whether those are working properly or not.
Mm-hmm.
So that is called like a requirement, sorry, regression testing. So people will make
Okay.
like sure that what is the requirement, sorry, retesting and requirement, regression testing. These are
Mm-hmm.
the common questions. So
Mm-hmm.
going forward, I'll tell you the main in detail. So where we can
Mm-hmm.
use regression, what is the regression testing, when can we use or perform. So clear up to here? Are
Yeah.
any doubts?
No, it is clear.
Next is like testing methodologies. So what are the test methodologies and which methodology we are going to be use? Okay.
Mhm.
So testing methods. Actually, there are three testing methods. One is like black box,
Mhm.
and second is like white box testing. Third one is gray box testing.
Mhm.
So these are the methodologies. Okay, methods to be performed. So most of the time, so we are in the black box only.
Mhm.
Okay, most of the time. So we are in the QA level. QA will do
Okay.
like quality control, quality assurance will be performed in the black box testing. So we'll
Mhm.
just will I will give you like brief view or review view on this methodologies. Okay.
Mhm. Okay.
So what is like black box testing? Black box testing is like if one perform like testing only on the part of the application without having knowledge of structure part of the methodology like so basically here this black box testing does not know how the system is internally designed.
Mhm.
So that means I'll give an example. Suppose uh, suppose if you like there is a ATM. Okay. So
Mhm.
in the ATM machine, so we'll go and like we'll put a card and we'll do some user interactions. There will be there, and we'll make a enter the PIN number. Then we'll do some transactions.
Mhm.
But we don't know exactly how the things are has been integrated and how the things has been designed.
Okay.
So that part will not consider the black box testing. Just there is a interface. How the interface is interacting the user. How much is user friendly and how much is going to be performing the correct way as per the requirement.
Okay.
So that
Mhm.
will do in the black box testing.
Mhm.
That means we don't know the internal knowledge or internal structure of this ATM, but we will
Okay.
perform the only UI way. Okay, how much is user friendly and performing. Suppose if you are checking the mini statement, if it is not providing mean, it is not behaving as per the requirement. So you
Mhm.
are withdrawing money. So if you enter some amount, that amount should be withdraw. So if it is
Mhm.
not means the system is not performing as per the requirement.
Mhm.
So we'll check that they will define that requirement cancellation. Sorry, withdraw cancellation incorrect incorrect amount is entered. So these are the
Mhm.
flow. These are the test all the test cases for withdraw money.
Okay. Mhm.
Okay, but
Mhm.
how we don't know how the coding has been done and how the uh, machine and money has interacted. Suppose we are withdrawing money and how the machine is collecting. So
Mhm.
machine will count the money, how much you define in that UI. That much of money is like output is came or not. That's it.
Okay.
Okay, how the machine is
Mhm.
internally calculating and how the process is going on, so we don't know that. Just
Mhm.
once you enter that 20,000 30,000, that money is like withdraw or not, we'll verify that.
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah. And next is like white box testing.
Mhm.
Okay, so white box testing. So yeah, sorry. So this block box testing, usually the test engineer will be performed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so who will perform? As I told you, QA engineers.
Okay.
Only tester will do this test engineers.
Black box.
Yeah, block box
Mm-hmm.
testing methodology.
Yeah.
And one more thing is second one is white box testing.
Mm-hmm.
So 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 this testing usually developers will do that because they know that internal structure,
Okay.
and they will like they will know the internal structure how it is defined.
Okay.
Just hold on,
Mm-hmm.
just a sec.
Yeah.
Yeah. So developers has know the coding and how the interaction based on the test. They will also perform some unit testing.
Mm-hmm.
Unit testing means suppose they will create some method and the method is working fine. They come to know they pass the different parameters.
Mm-hmm.
So they have some like uh, testing method, testing ways like JUnit. So they will use their own testing. So here that white box testing will do. White box testing is done by developers only.
Mm-hmm.
And next one is a gray box. Yeah, gray box testing. So here, who has a knowledge about like development knowledge as well as QA knowledge? That means quality
Okay.
control. So
Mm-hmm.
so that guy can be performed as a gray box testing. So
Mm-hmm.
that means he has some knowledge about coding, like some unit testing knowledge, and
Mm-hmm.
he has a block box testing knowledge. So
Okay.
those guys can be perform a gray box testing.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And next is like levels of testing. So there are 5 levels. So right now we have completed like methodology. Okay, black box testing, white box testing, gray box testing. Here, who has the knowledge?
Mm-hmm.
Who has the knowledge? Structural. Who has the, just hold on. Who has the additional knowledge of the structural part and black box? That means both. So who has a white box testing knowledge and
Black
uh,
box.
black box testing knowledge? Yeah. Coming to there are like yeah, level of testing. So then we come to know so what exactly the testing is going to be performing the phases. Okay, so
Okay.
there are five
Okay.
five level of testing,
Mm-hmm.
and the first one is a unit level of testing. Okay, unit level. So unit level testing. Second is like module level testing.
Mhm.
Third one is integration testing, integration level testing, and system level testing.
Mhm.
Fifth one is user acceptance testing. User user acceptance. Okay, so where our testing will come? Like when will which test level the QA will be performed? Any idea? So by using the above methodology,
Um, Unit testing.
unit testing where it is under the white box. Module level
Oh,
testing also,
acceptance level testing.
yeah, and the system. So these are the
Mm.
two where we can like QA will do.
Okay.
So I'll tell you that. So unit level testing is nothing but a suppose the developer has signed there is a some withdraw functionality. So he will check the withdraw functionality only. That means
Okay.
he will made a white box testing, whatever testing he will do that.
Mhm.
And module level testing means so he has like three module. So the three modules are going to be interact each other or not.
Mhm.
And the integration testing whole system is going to be integrated before releasing to the QA. So the
Okay.
developer has 5 members, 5 hours working on the different module. The module can
Mhm.
be integrated. Like that is like they will perform integration testing.
Mhm.
So after that, the system level testing will be performed for us. Like all the integration is done from the dev team, and the
Mhm.
system level testing will perform.
Okay.
So how the system is behaving once the integration is done. Integration
Mhm.
testing is done. And as you told, the accept level testing also will perform.
Mhm.
Okay. So we'll what is like individual? What is a unit level testing? Just I will write here. Unit level testing. So unit is defined as a smallest part, smallest part of an application. Usually the programmer. Okay. Usually the programmers are called perform. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
So unit level testing is nothing but it is a simple piece of code or piece of program and the performed by the dev team
Mhm.
and every programmer or yeah, each yeah this level in this level each and every program developed will be tested as well as
Mhm.
some programs will be combined that will be tested there in the white box testers.
Mhm.
Okay, so this has been performed in the white box system. The testing
Mhm.
where
Okay.
unit testing is performed in the methodology. Which methodology? White box testing methodology.
Yeah.
And just a second. In this level, each and every program developed developer will be tested as well as some programs will be combined
Mm-hmm.
and will be tested by the white box testers. White box testers, who are the white box tester? Developers.
Developer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And okay, next is module level testing. Module level testing is like nothing but a group of related features. So, uh, few modules are going to be interacting.
Mm-hmm.
So, withdraw money from the ATM side, withdraw money
Mm-hmm.
feature, and entering correct PIN or mini statement, change PIN. So, these few modules are going to be integrated and tested.
Mm-hmm.
So that means if you are, suppose I'll tell you one example here. Suppose I want to withdraw money means I need to enter the correct PIN. Otherwise, it
Okay.
has to be like say enter PIN is incorrect.
Correct.
So that PIN authentication has developed one model, and withdraw logic is developed for another model. So these two
Mm-hmm.
models are to communicate each other based on the functionality. So
Mm-hmm.
if you enter the correct pin and it has to be uh, withdraw your mentioned
Amount.
amount. Yeah. So that's the reason they will do the module is defined. Module is defined as a group of related features to perform perform a major task. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
mm, yeah. Model is define a group of related features to be performing the major task.
Mm-hmm.
Major task means you're like uh, one flow. Suppose if you enter a correct PIN number and the money should be like amount should be withdraw. And second case is if you enter a uh, incorrect password and incorrect PIN number and the system should display the error message as well as should not be money should not be withdrawn.
Okay.
Okay, so actually
Mm-hmm.
individual, suppose the two developers are working each model, so he will say what he will do. He will like authorization part, he one guy is taking care and one guy is
Mm-hmm.
like withdraw functionality is taking care. So if incorrect pin number is generated or incorrect pin number is user entered, that time the system will show the message as well as should not perform withdraw operation.
Mm-hmm.
Correct?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these two features are communicating.
Mm-hmm.
So this is called module level testing, and module level testing will be uh, like released to development team. So sorry, testing team. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this will be for QA only. So this is also
Okay.
done by the QA. The two modules are going to be interacting properly or not.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give some idea ikkada. Yeah. So in this test level, in this level, the module will be released to the testing department, and the test engineer, sorry, test engineer or QA engineer will be testing. Final part of the model. Okay, so I think you understood this one. Suppose there is a different models are integrated and it released to us. And one more note here, as the final part is being tested and the module level testing will be fall under black box. Okay, so this testing will come under black box testing.
Black.
So that means as the final part has been tested, the module level testing will be fall under the black box testing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, instead of QA I'll make this is like methodology white box testing, and this is like black box testing. Okay, and next is like third one is integration level testing. So by then seeing the name also, so integrating means so integrating from few interfaces. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
suppose here I'll give the definition. Interface is a program or process which sorry which is used for linking the modules. Okay, this is linking the module. So just hold on, I'll complete that. And in this in this level, the developers will be developing the interfaces. Interfaces under any idea? Interface.
No, I don't have any idea.
Yeah, interface is nothing but a UI.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how to interact by one module to another module.
Mm-hmm.
So they will give some like pages flow. So that is nothing but a user interface. Interface will be tested in order to check whether whether they are working fine or not by the white box tester. As some programs are being tested, integration testing for under the white box. Yeah. And one more note here. Note is like as some programs are being yeah. See, this is like a white box testing again.
Mm-hmm.
White box testing. So what exactly here is, so interface is like how we are going to be linked to this module to module. Okay,
Okay.
suppose
Mhm.
once we enter the pin card, and it will show the UI like please enter the pin. So that is a
Mhm.
one interface. So
Mhm.
after entering the correct pin number, okay, correct pin,
Mhm.
and it has to be show multiple option, mini statement, withdraw money, change pin, or some other options. So,
Okay.
so the navigation, one module to another module, there should be a interface, UI integration. So,
Mhm.
so the in this level, the developer will developing the interfaces in order to integration module. So each module are going to be integrated by using this interface.
Interface.
So they will confirm that by the integration, by the interface, the functionality is working fine or not. So this
Mhm.
testing is done by white box testers or white box
Develop.
testers, yeah, developers.
Mhm.
Okay, and next testing is fourth one, system testing,
Mhm.
system level testing. And in this integration testing, we have types that will be covered later. Top-down approach and bottom approach. Okay,
Mhm.
and Big Bang and hybrid approaches.
Mhm.
And stub and so please remember like when you like please make a note. So later on you can ask me like in detail of integration testing. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And next is like system testing, system level testing.
Mhm.
In this level, the test engineer will perform the different type of testing on the
Mhm.
system. Okay.
Mhm.
So like some other testing means load testing, performance testing, test testing, usability testing will be conducted after this stage or in this
Okay.
stage. Yeah, in this stage. So we can call as a system integration testing also. This testing we
Mhm.
can call as a system integration testing. So where the QA can make a major role here.
Mhm.
So what is a system? System is like above the testing has been done. What are the
Mhm.
testing? What are the testing level done? Unit testing is done, module level testing is done, integration testing is done. That means
Mhm.
all the user interfaces are interacted to the one module to another module is defined.
Okay.
So now the system level testing is means unit testing is done, module level testing is done, and integration testing is also done. Then the
Mhm.
system is built in the proper way as per the requirement. Then the end
Okay.
user, how the end user going to be used, same thing the tester will follow the based on the requirement, and
Mhm.
you need to perform a different type of testings.
Okay.
Okay, the functional
Mhm.
testing, load testing, test testing, whatever the testing, we have many testings. Okay, so
Okay.
in this level, just I'll make a note. Yeah, in this level, the test engineers will perform different types of testing on the system. Okay, so different
Mhm.
testing we call as a like um, functional testing, load testing, performance testing, test testing, usability testing. So we'll gonna learn those things. So majorly
Mhm.
we'll focus this area, and this testing will come under black box testing.
Mhm.
Okay, and what is the last one? Last testing,
Mhm.
user acceptance
User
testing.
acceptance testing. Yeah.
Yeah, user user acceptance level testing. Yeah. So this testing, I like the definition. The test engineer will check the user desired areas. Okay, in the presence of the user in order to so what exactly meaning is like suppose we have developed everything and we have tested the functionality and the user will come to our area and he has some specific flow, that means use cases, he has some use cases so those area desired user desired area. Okay, just a second, typo errors. Yeah, user desired areas, that means user daily activities if I say. Okay, suppose the system is built to the user and user has to be daily activities, so based on that will the testing will that particular area will be checked in the presence of user. User will be sit to our location and we will perform, user will not perform, user will not, but he will tell the scenarios and will perform and will make sure that it is working fine and in order to make as a application acceptance. So this is called like a alpha testing. Okay, in the presence of users we'll make a testing that is nothing but a user acceptance testing. So these days most of the users are not presenting the location, just will make a demo. Okay,
Okay.
user acceptance demo, the client will be some other location, we are in the same, but he will give us some scenarios and will perform on the top of the meetings or sharing by our screen, something like that.
Okay.
And once his requirement is satisfied, then he make a okay, he make a some acceptance and
Okay.
go ahead like further level of designing. Okay, so here I'll add one more comment here. So based on the development life cycles, tomorrow we'll talk detail on development life cycles. So based on the life cycle, suppose waterfall model is there, iterative model is there, okay, fish model is there, V model is there. So these models where the customer interaction is being where the customer is interacted, where the dev team is perform, and what is the tester roles in that cycle. Okay, so that will be like will you will give like once the topic is covered, then you come to know like major picture on that. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So any clarification up to that? So I'm going to wind up here.
No, I'm okay.
Yeah, you're quick. Yeah. So sure. Thank you. So tomorrow same time we will meet like
Yeah.
yeah. So I'll send this document and to your mail
Okay.
and just you gonna look this document again. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Any doubts? Or yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank
రాజు గారు
Yeah. Yeah.
రాజు గారు